Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Josh. Welcome back to another video. And look, honestly, as soon as I saw this, right, the first thing in my mind was I have to make a video about it. I just have to. It was eventual. Why would I? No, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna do what I usually do and just like wait for new info. No, I'm gonna talk about it straight up, right? Playmates has gone too far and like too crazy with their newest idea basically. And honestly, for the past couple of days, we've been talking about like some sad shit. So I think it was about time we actually talked about something good. I did promise that we were gonna go back to talking about some nice good things, right? So I'm just gonna say it right now. Stranger Things, the show on Netflix, a crossover with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, specifically the original comics. That sounds really weird, right? I don't know how, boys. I don't know. I don't know. They actually did it. And let me lower the brightness down on that. This has to be the most weirdest thing to have ever come out so far from this company. And you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do this again. There we go. So that's one of them. So that's Leonardo with 11, and we got a lot to talk about here. We seriously do. And oh no, that's not the only two pack they're doing. They're also doing Raphael with Hopper, but for some odd reason, this picture is not in good quality. I think you can still see it fine either way. I think you can obviously tell what they're going for, right? And before we get to the gist of it, right? So I just found out about this today. I think everybody did. This was uploaded like I think 5 hours ago. So I'm gonna go on the Toy Arc and we're gonna take a look. Later this morning, you will be able to pre-order the Stranger Things X Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These Target exclusives are being produced by Playmates Toys. They include 11 with Leonardo and Hopper with Raphael. The 11 and Hopper figures look to be based on their Stranger Things 3 appearance, while the Turtles using molds inspired by the Mirage Comics figures that were released in 2014. Because back in 2014, Playmate did like a variant line full of like the comic book turtles, which is great. And yeah, that's the other thing I gotta mention too. These turtles, these figures, as you might or might not have noticed, these are actually completely brand new sculpt because for the past like couple of 2-packs that Playmate's been making, they've basically been reusing the same mold from their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classics line. So for those of you who don't know, I think either 2012 or 2013, I think 2013 if I'm being honest, I'm not sure. They did like a whole line called the Tmnt Classics Collection, something like that. Because if you type it in on Google or whatever, I know you're gonna get like a whole bunch of like weird results and whatever. But basically, these were, I guess, Playmates' attempt at making collectors figures for fans. And when they first came out, they were pretty cool for the most part. The only one I ever owned at the time was Bebop, unfortunately, because it was a gift from my dad on a beautiful, beautiful Christmas for sure. That was definitely one of the best Christmas of my life. But Christmas is great in general. I'm just saying though, that I got like a lot of turtles that year. I remember too. Good times. But basically, Playmates they wanted to do a whole bunch of them. Obviously, they did the 4 turtles, Raphael. But yeah, of course, right? Why wouldn't they? I was gonna say they did Bebop and Rocksteady. There were plans to make a Shredder and Krang, but that never went through until now, except for Krang, because not a couple like a year ago or two, I don't remember when. All of a sudden now Playmates thought to re-release these figures again, but in the form of 2-packs, but they would come with a turtle and a villain. So, if I remember correctly, it was Leonardo with Rocksteady, Michelangelo with Bebop, Raphael with Triceraton. That was a completely new figure that nobody knew existed, and Donatello with Shredder. So yeah, and when people saw this, the reaction at first was very negative because they were basically reusing these figures. Not to mention that NECA is basically like the biggest company to go to right now for turtles. They've been producing turtle figures for a couple years, and they have been one of the best selling toy lines for sure. They do not plan on stopping at all. So people kind of see this as a bit of a cash grab because Playmates used to have the rights to do a lot of the Ninja Turtle figures. They were the ones pushing out all the products. They still have the rights, obviously, because they made these, right? And they were still making a few. The last two packs that they made was Tmnt versus Cobra Kai, and the recent one was Tmnt versus Street Fighter. And I remember that's the funny thing too. I don't know if they plan on doing all. I would assume yes. I don't know if they plan on doing all four of the turtles with the Stranger Things kind of 2-pack. I don't know if they'll do that. I would assume yes, but you know, we just found out today, guys. Let's not rush ourselves. All right. And I remember with Cope with the Street Fighter, I remember they did announce that they were gonna do a 2-pack with Donatello and Raphael. I don't remember who's gonna be in those 2-packs, you know, Street Fighter wise. I don't remember exactly, but you know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, unpopular opinion. I know, but I kind of like these figures a little bit only because I never got them when they first came out. So now that I'm kind of seeing them for the first time, I could see what Playmates is going for, but at the same time, they're years too late to do it, which is why these figures get such a negative impact. But the thing is, they're obviously selling, right? They wouldn't make more of these if they didn't sell. So someone's buying them, me, but that's not the point. I don't even got all of them. The only ones I got in my collection is Michelangelo with shit, I forgot his name. Look, I don't know much about Cobra Kai. I only know like maybe a little bit, but then it kind of leaves my mind too quick. Okay, I don't. I'm sorry. Same goes for same goes for Stranger Things. Like I've seen like clips of it, but I've never actually watched the show. So I know what you're thinking, right? So what's the point of you buying them if you don't even know nothing about them? I mean, got some rad turtles. I can't help it. For crying out loud, in the 2-pack, they got like these weird ninja stars, and I swear, if I zoom in on them, they look like legit waffles. Like that's such an 80s thing to do. Like, come on now, look at that ninja star. You can't come and tell me that that doesn't look like a waffle. I mean, you can't see it too well from here, but I guarantee you, when you look up the image online, it legit looks like a waffle. It does. I think that's what they're going for, which is fine. Like I say, that's like such an 80s things to do. So I think that's awesome. But at the same time, it's like this is the most bizarre crossover they've ever done so far. But the worst thing about it though is these are without a doubt the best 2-packs that has come out of Playmates because like I say, these are like a brand new sculpt of turtles. They don't reuse any of their older molds or anything like that. Obviously with the human characters, I mean that's debatable. Obviously, if they look nice or not, you know. I mean, I know some people are like, look at the face, you know, and I'm like, well, we gotta wait because we know like when you look at it through pictures, it's not the same as seeing it in person. So there's no exact date as to when these will come out. We know it'll come out in Target stores, you know, for the most part. Uh, yeah, you know what? Now that I'm here, let me look at the Street Fighter one because I don't remember if that one had a date. I really, really don't remember if it did. Because these were announced like a while ago. I did a video too, and I kind of admitted that I kind of like it because I don't know. To me, it doesn't look bad. I think it's definitely better than the Cobra Kai ones for sure. In my opinion, I think they do. You know, at least the Street Fighter characters, they don't look too bad for the most part. I don't think they do. I don't know. They look fine. I mean, I don't know. What more can you do with Ryu and Chun-Li, honestly? Let's all be real here. What else can you do? You have to be like the worst to like want to ruin that for sure. You can't ruin a sculpt like that. In my opinion, they're honestly really nice figures. And the turtles, they're reusing the same body mold and the same sculpting from their classics line. But at least the way they paint it and the way they look, at least it looks pretty decent. Like they look kind of beat up and dirty, basically, which I don't know about you. I know this sounds wrong, but that's my kind of turtle. You know, if they're going to be fighting in combat, they better be dirty and all that. You know, come on, it only makes sense. None of that kitty shit. Okay, we don't allow that. I want to see my turtles actually get some battle damage. You know what I mean? I know that sounds really weird, but that's kind of how I feel. You know. And that's kind of the vibe you get with the original comic books too, because the original comic books were a much more darker and grittier interpretation of the turtles. So basically, you can argue that the original Ninja Turtles was never really meant for children to begin with. But that's just me. All right, you know. I want to show you more too, and that's another thing I want to mention. This is gonna be the most funniest thing, right? Um, so YouTuber Mad Hatter. This is how I first discovered it. By the way, I remember I don't know at what forum he was looking at. I know it wasn't like I know it wasn't a YouTube comment. I don't know where, but somebody commented saying, "When did the turtles ever wore red bandanas and all that?" Let me see. I'll read it to you. Any feedback on why all the turtles had red headbands and not their individual colors? And I guess the person wrote back, or whoever said, because the time Stranger Things is set is still on the Mirage era of TMNT. So you see, that's another. You see, that's the connection right there. Because Stranger Things takes place in the 1980s, and from what this person had said, because TMNT came out right around the same time. Okay, that makes sense. Listen, all I'm gonna say is that if they don't add that weird creature thing in the next 2 pack or so, I'm gonna be upset. I mean, the human characters are fine too. I get what they're going for. I don't know if you guys noticed this. It's always like turtle and then a human, turtle and a human. You notice that? Leonardo with Ryu, Michelangelo with Chun Li. Comic book Raphael. With, you get the point, right? I don't think I need to explain it. Oh wait, no. Rafa, okay, wait. Leonardo with 11. Okay, all right, guys, don't hate me, okay? I don't know much about Stranger Things. I'm sorry, okay? I want to watch it. I really do, but it's on Netflix, so until I find a different way of watching it, I can't really see it. Listen, I'm dumb. Maybe I should do my research better. I'm pretty sure maybe there are other places you can watch Stranger Things besides Netflix, but you get the point. So yeah, the person wrote back saying, yeah. Because time, sorry. Because the time Stranger Things is set in is still the Mirage era. Tmnt. Sorry about that. The multicolored headbands wouldn't come for another 3 years after the set takes place. Makes sense, all right? So I don't know. Understandably, not everyone's gonna have the knowledge because I remember years and years ago, I think this guy was doing like a Comic Con or whatever. They were basically looking at like Playmates like figures based on the Nickelodeon series, not Rise of TMNT, but the one before it. And I remember, I think this was when they were showing off their comic book turtles, and then the guy was like, "Oh yeah, they all got Raphaels," and I'm like, they're not all Raphaels, but it's okay. I'll forgive that. I'll forgive that. That's not really something you should be upset with. As long as there's an answer, at least that's all that matters. But still, this has to be the most weirdest crossover they have ever come with. Honestly, I don't know what else to say. And like I mentioned, the weird thing is that these are oddly the best figures because you look at the. Unfortunately, I don't know why I can't find any pictures of like just the figures by themselves. So I'm assuming if I go on like maybe the Target's website because they do have this up for pre-order. Well, for me personally, I'm just gonna wait till they come out in stores because knowing fans and how much they love shitting on Playmates nowadays, I know they're not gonna buy it. They're all just waiting for the newest NECA stuff to come in because yes, NECA did announce a whole bunch of new stuff coming out. I don't know if I mentioned it already. They're gonna make NECA Ooze Trom. I hope I'm saying that right. Casey Jones, from the original comic books. Really? Why do I gotta sign into the no? Really? I gotta sign into the Target app just to say this? Really? No. Okay, thank you. Okay, because I have an account because I shop at Target because I love Target. But okay, we did it, boys. I found individual pictures of the turtles. Anyway, okay, so there's one of them. So like I say, the human characters, that's really up to you. So like, what do you think how they look? The turtles are going to be ginormous, but to me, that's fine. I don't mind. I don't care that the Ninja Turtles are huge only because Teenage Mutant, has the word mutant in it. So you're expecting them to be ginormous anyway, at least in my opinion. And you got the Michael Bay's TMNT where they're ginormous and bigger than a human. So to me, I think it's okay. That's fair enough. I know a lot of people don't like those movies, but I think that's okay. we were gonna get an incarnation where they were bigger than the humans eventually. So let's not complain. Also, Slash and Taka exist. Those are turtles and they're ginormous as hell. So look at it like that, you know? So yeah, you look at Raphael, right? Yeah, it's a brand new sculpt. I don't see nothing reused or anything like that. You know, it's not reusing the same molding and all that as before. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, let me see if I could show you. It should pop up when I look it up, obviously, you know. So as for Leonardo, it's obviously going to be the same body mold except just the head, which is that's fine too. You know, I mean, how different can the turtles look? If you look back at the old comics, you know that they all pretty much look the same, and to that degree anyway. So the least you can do is different facial expressions, which is that's great. You know, that's a blessing. Okay, that's at least they're not just being lazy with it. That's the best thing too. It's not a lazy set. You could definitely see at least some effort was put into this. So we gotta kind of look at it like that. Even if NECA is technically the better company now, and understandably, yeah, they are, I guess, in this degree, in this situation, obviously. But I don't mind what Playmates is doing. I actually, you know, I can see what they're doing. I get it. All right, but don't hate on me, okay? Because I know people really hates these sets. So in case you don't understand what I mean, those are the molding that I was originally mentioning before. So this is the Leonardo and Rocksteady 2 pack I was telling you about. The sculpt of those turtles, they all use that, and basically they've been reusing that all the way until now, I guess. So okay. But does that mean in the future are we gonna get like new sculpts from here on? Honestly, I have no clue. I don't know what to expect next, only because this just came out of nowhere. This is like wow. Honestly, to me, it's a game changer because it's like holy crap. I guess it's true what they say. You really can put Ninja Turtles with anything. I'm just waiting for the inevitable Ghostbusters and Tmnt. I mean that'd be perfect. They actually did that at one point. Playmates. They did like their deluxe figures line. I think they came out in like 2016 or 2017. I don't remember when they came out. They weren't like crossovers. They were just like the turtles wearing Ghostbusters outfits and whatever. But it's fine. Also, that's my dog Sugar. In case you're wondering what that was. Yeah. I mean that's about it. That's wild. That's why. I mean I can't wait to see how they look in person. I won't lie. I'm actually like really excited about this. Listen, I'm excited about the NECA stuff too, but you know that those are going to get sold out really quick, either by hardcore fans or scalpers. You never know. These, I know, knowing how people are, because people love to shit on Playmates just because, you know, they don't own the line no more. Now they create crap, but technically they make Godzillas now. So, and their Godzilla stuff is my wallet's ready. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm prepared. Trust me, I am this time for real this time. Don't worry, I got because trust me, I lost a lot of my money till Holothon, so hopefully that won't happen again. Because Holothon came out of nowhere. Well, for me at least, because I didn't think it was actually gonna work for me. It kind of did. I got all the figures I wanted, except for one, but that's fine. That's better than nothing. So let's look at it like that, right? So that's about it. All right, so I'm gonna end it right here. What do you guys think? Do you think it's stupid? Do you think it's kind of cool? And this is not the last time we're going to be talking about Playmates either. There's definitely a lot more we're going to dive into because they've announced a whole bunch of other stuff not related to this. Obviously, they're mostly re-releases, but you know what? That's okay. All right. Personally, I don't mind re-releases because it helps give people the chance to get these figures when they don't get them in the past. You know, we gotta look at it like this, okay? You know, at least they're producing something new, whether it's good or bad. Also, I know this is last minute because I'm gonna end the video right here. But did you guys heard that Rise and TMNT is coming back with their movie on Netflix? That's great. I can't watch it obviously, but that's fine. At least I know. At least it's cool that they come back. I guess the only irony is that once their movie comes out, I mean, what's gonna happen to them after? Are they gonna make a comeback, or is that gonna be just the end for them? I hope not. I kind of enjoyed Rise of TMNT, even though I had a really rough start. So all the hate behind Rise of Tmnt, I think it's stupid. I think I really, and I'm not saying that because I'm an angry fanboy or anything. No, I can understand why people dislike this incarnation so much, but at the same time, it's not what they think it is. It's not Teen Titans Go or anything. That's stupid. Teen Titans Go is literally pure cancer. I wake up for work in the morning and like I want to watch like the old Teen Titans because that's what they usually air in the morning. But no, sometimes they'll air this shit, and I'm like, I could already. This is not gonna be a good day. All right, so that's about it. So until then, all right. If you guys enjoy everything, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, dislike it if you dislike it, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.